All right, guys, welcome back into the Non-Blonde Cafe this morning. Exciting this morning. I'm talking with Deborah Graham. She's TLC's psychic matchmaker, and she's got a new book out. Good morning. How are you, Deborah?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, and I'm excited. I got your book in yesterday, and so there's a strategy as far as psychically to finding love.
Absolutely. You have to be open and be whole and be complete. And don't keep going out there thinking, I've got to find a guy, I got to find a girl, I've got to be out there and be with somebody. You've got to just let it happen open, naturally, and organically. And with so many choices out there, like, apps, dating sites, all different kinds of things, the hookups, you need to learn to be connected with yourself if you want the real deal and you want the long-term relationship to last.
Right. Now, let's start off with, like you mentioned, these dating websites. I know that a lot of people, and it's I'm not saying it's not a powerful thing, but a lot of people use that kind of as a crutch to just get online and see what looks good.
Absolutely, because they want to see the hot buff guy, they want to see the pretty blonde, they want to see this, they want to see that, and that's okay if that's what you're just looking for the moment. But guess what? When you're like 80 years old, you're going to be on that rock sitting there by yourself. So you want to sit there and think, what am I looking for? What am I wanting? It's okay to go on those apps. It's okay to find somebody. I'm not saying not to, but the real reality is you have to be aware. So otherwise, if you meet somebody online, you're feeling a connection with them, try to connect with them spiritually, not physically. Try to connect with their energy. Actually ask them to either call you or you call them or try to set up a date within 3 to 4 days. If you live in a different city, it's okay to Skype because the window to your soul is through your eyes. When you're able to hear that person on the phone, you're able to connect a little bit deeper and then go out 3 days. You need to go out 3 days.
And, you can, if you listen to your, subconscious or whatever you think it is, you can kind of tell if you're talking to someone and you're like, ew, or they really do connect.
Absolutely, and you have to tap into that frequency. So that's why sometimes on the first date you don't get that. That's why on the second date you have a little bit more of a connection. And remember, don't talk so much about yourself, and you have to keep your busy brain calm. And you have to sit there and listen and be aware. So by the third date, maybe you go out somewhere that she or he likes, and you remember something they said to you that was like important, like their mom's name or the color they like. So that person thinks like, wow, you're like intellectually stimulating me, like I'm connecting with you. And then the biggest kicker is monogamous for 3 months. How many of us can do that?
Yes, I was just reading that 3 months of monogamy before sex.
Absolutely, because you know what? The rule of 3 is people always break up, usually within the first 3 months, okay? It's doing really great, things are happening, things are going out, or sometimes you feel like that girl or guy gave it up and then you never hear from them again. How many of us that happens to? It happens all the time. So if you can be truthful to yourself, and if that person's really interested in you, I'm telling you, they will wait the 3 months if it's a real, whole, complete relationship. If they're looking just for the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, then you know what? You're not the person for them. And guess what?
Right.
You don't have to say that guy or that girl used you because you didn't give anything to them.
Right. Now, let's talk about something that is very prevalent in our society today that wasn't like that 30 years ago, cell phones.
Absolutely. And you know what happens with the cell phones? Sometimes we just connect so much through them that we don't even know how to communicate. People don't even talk. I mean, my kids do it. They'll, like, before a phone, they'll text me. And I'm going to tell you what, that's how my book got really, really inspired. It was like every time I try to, like, call them or communicate with them, even if we're sitting at a table, they're sitting there with their apps. I'm like, this is not normal. And you're going to have bad neck problems and posture problems in the future. So I was like, this world is getting crazier by the minute. And, again, it's okay to go to your app. It's okay to go on there looking for how to get directions to somewhere, trying to get a recipe for something. But the recipe sometimes is not always there for love. The love is inside of you. And what happens is we take our past experiences and then we bring them into the new relationship. And then you say, this patterns are happening again. This guy cheated on me. This girl was a gold digger. No one will take any more from you than you will allow them to, Stephanie.
That is absolutely correct. And I totally agree with you on that. And a lot of times people they think that just to have someone, they're willing to just give up who they are.
Absolutely. They'll change their hair colors. They'll go get, all kinds of plastic surgery. If you want to do that, that's okay. But do it for yourself. Don't do it to lose weight to go say, I have to lose 20 pounds before I'm going out on the town to go get me a man. Oh, no. That man wants you. He's going to want curves. He's going to want you. Don't lose 10 pounds. Don't gain 10 pounds. Be you. Don't be something you're not. You don't want a fake person. Do you want to be with somebody and then 6 months later you found out he or she was married? Come on, let's get real.
Yeah, and when you make those kind of changes, they're not long term. So, you're eventually going to have to be yourself.
Absolutely, and I do believe that people do need fillers. I do believe that people do need to go out and they do need to date, even if it's not the right one. That's okay, because energetically, that opens up the universe. Because guess what? If you don't get out there, you're not using the law of attraction. So you have to open yourself up.
That's right. Okay, let's, on a sad note, let's end it on when it's time to say goodbye. It is healthy to step away from situations that are not good. How do we do that?
It hurts because what happens is, I just had a situation like that just a few weeks ago where there was this guy, he loved this girl. Oh, my God, he loved her so much, but she just wasn't feeling it. She was feeling drained. She wasn't feeling attracted. She wasn't feeling connected to him. So basically, she had to end it. She told him, look, I care about you. I think we could be friends, but there is no connection. I don't want to spend the rest of my life with you. And if you don't release that person, then you're actually enabling them from finding someone else that will love them and care about them and respect them. So that is the hardest thing, but you have to cut the cords. But cut it in a way that you're not being condescending and you're all about yourself. So just let them know, I care about you. I'll be here for you. But you know what? I'm going to keep the energy open with us, so who knows? Maybe I have a friend that'll be perfect for you.
Yeah, very good. Well, we sure do appreciate that, and it's you're right there. And if people really horned in on who they really are and they really knew what was good for them, we'd do a lot better in relationships.
Absolutely. So for right now, get your heads out of your app. It's the Psychic's Guide to Attracting and Keeping True Love. And if they want to get more info, they could also go to my website at thepsychicmatchmaker.com.
I love it. Thank you for being my guest today, Deborah, and good luck with your book.
Thank you. Take care. Peace and love.
Yes, you too. Bye-bye.